Hello, everyone, and welcome to Carnival Cruising Podcastaways, the podcast where we talk about anything and everything Carnival Cruising related. My name's Trevor Shelby, and joining me on this crazy, kooky cruising adventure is my good friend, Mr. Thomas Kennedy! Woo! It's like OG times, just like how we started.
Yeah, we got rid of that dead weight there. That
unfunny guy.
Yeah, he's not even going on the FRGC now. I mean, we
got rid of him.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Do not believe he's still with us. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say, if we're lying, then God strike me dead. Whoa, wait a minute.
Don't tempt them like that, man.
Oh, goodness. There is quite the thunderstorm going on outside right now.
It is March, and it is tornado and thunderstorm season here.
This is Oklahoma's version of March Madness. So, yeah. So, yeah. We usually get our lawn chairs out, watch the tornadoes, and have a great time.
Yeah, most people in other states, they hear tornado sirens and they get in these things called tornado shelters. I mean,
what?
Yeah.
What the heck?
I mean, those tornado sirens is just free entertainment.
I know. Yeah, that's to alert you to go outside.
Exactly.
So
you got to have your you always have to make sure you got your teeth in if you ain't got any teeth, and if you're a woman, you got to put a bra on. That way you're not blown away, without a bra. Yeah.
Well, and what's funny is on my other podcast, the True Crime one, early on when I was recording that, there was an episode where sirens are going off, and I make mention. I was like, "There's tornado sirens going on, but I'm pretty sure I'm okay." And I just continued telling the story. It was in the midst of 2020 and its madness, and I was kind of like, whatever. If it takes me, it takes me. That might be the better way to go at this point.
I mean, I still get yelled at because back in '99 in the May 3rd, the very first May 3rd tornado went through Moore. I actually delivered pizzas during that tornado, about a mile from it. And I still get yelled at from my family. They're like, "What the hell are you thinking?" I'm like, I was 20.
Money.
I got. If I deliver a pizza in a tornado, that's some tip right there.
Exactly. Well, enough. This is not tornado podcastaways. This is Carnival Cruising podcastaways. So we could talk tornadoes all day. We could actually have a whole series episode on that.
Do that, yeah.
But because I had like 100 stories pop in my head. We're gonna power on here as long as the power stays on, nothing gets knocked out. So hopefully this episode has no issues. Knock on wood. So, anyways, how are you doing, Mr. Kennedy?
I'm good. This has been a pretty uneventful week at work.
Yeah.
I'm getting well rested. It's I think it's a good week.
That's wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah. I got my roof rack for my RAV4, and I'm just waiting on my J racks for my kayak. So
yeah. Well, I not that you asked, but I've had a pretty good week myself. So.
Well, I was
getting a lot of work. I know you were. But no, we've got some work going on here at the house. Got some construction going on, some banging and clanging, and all kinds of stuff. All kinds of things going on.
Well, if you hadn't have busted through the wall, you wouldn't have to have that.
Hey, I was pretending to be the Kool-Aid guy. So
yeah, we saw pictures. You were dressed up in some red costume with Kool-Aid on there, and you went
screaming, "Oh yeah,
oh yeah!" Yeah.
Anyways, it was great at the time. No, we had a flood, and they mold removal people were here, and so they're tearing out drywall and all that stuff. So took apart 2 cabinets. So very happy that they're getting that done. And you know what? You know what else I'm in a pretty good mood about. So
you had a surprise, didn't you?
I do have a surprise. So not that many people care, but
I care because
yeah, I know you care.
This is great.
Yeah. So originally for the family reunion group cruise that's coming up here in May, it was just going to be Reese and I in the room, but I was actually able to squeeze Megan into the room, so no shenanigans will be going on in this room while we're there.
I'll be sure to put an upside down pineapple on your door.
Yeah. Or loofahs. That's the new thing
I saw that.
Posted.
Yeah.
Everyone's posted about the loofahs. And I actually know about this story. Yeah. So this is tiny, not really cruise related at all, but all the cruise groups are posting it.
It was the loofahs were on cars though originally.
Yes. So okay, this starts at a retirement home in Florida. Okay.
Oh, everything starts in Florida.
Yeah. So this retirement home, I guess it's like called like the Village or something like along those lines, and it's kind of like a place that kind of sounds like where wild people go to retire. Well, so what's gotten
obviously
out is they're putting these loofahs on their cars. So they're either sticking them on the antennas or they're sticking them like in the door or something along those lines, and they're getting them stuck in there where you can see what color loofah they have. And so someone has put together a list of what each color loofah, what that means. Okay.
Yeah, it's like soft swap and
full
swap with kinkiness. I'm like, what the hell's kinkiness?
Yeah, there's like there's all kinds. There's really is. So there's all kinds of like different things on there and what they're willing to do, but.
I just think it's funny that it's ending up on cruise.
It's because cruise groups are really focused on this whole pineapple thing. So this is like vaguely, loosely related. So, I mean, we're more than like capable of seeing loofahs, I guess, if this was the case, seeing what demographic like loves to go cruising. So, but anyways, so. And this really makes me think I need to buy some loofahs for this cruise.
Oh God!
But I'm gonna go start taping them up on people's doors or hanging them on the doorknob. But anyways, so
no,
I'm gonna so no, but seriously, this Florida retirement home. From what's come out is the residents there are like, none of this is true. Okay. They started sticking loofahs. Like one person started doing it and we're like, Hey, I got the blue loofah up there and now I know where my car is.
Yeah. Cool. Let me get my teeth and we can go out.
Yeah, I got the blue loofah, but if you do the same thing, you have to get the black loofah because if you had a blue one too, I'll get mixed up. I'll try to take your car.
Well, I mean, it's just, okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of like, I guess it caught on in this micro community and everybody started putting loofahs all because like if you're an old person it's still driving and you go to Walmart and it's like a sea of cars. Well, chances are yours is the only one with a loofah on it. So, you'll find it. So anyway,
I'm wondering how they're, most older people do have newer cars now. I'm wondering how they do that. I mean, as most newer cars don't have actual antennas anymore.
Yeah, that's why a lot of them are sticking them in the window and rolling the window. I know too much about this.
Yes, you do.
I just noticed that. Does that make me sound like a pervert?
Yes, it does.
I just want everybody to know I'm an introvert, not a pervert. So,
oh God.
Anyway, so that's been all over these cruise groups. I think it's hilarious, but I don't think any of it's true. What's unfortunate is this community has been singled out because it's on the photo. It lists the community name.
I didn't even look at that. I just looked at the color coordination.
Yeah. Yeah,
of what everything.
Yeah,
was
you're trying to figure out which loofahs you got to buy.
See, the single dude for a married couple, and I mean, come on. I mean,
yeah, there you go. You got to get the pink loofah.
Oh God, that's sad that you know what color that is.
I just guessed. I don't know. Watch it actually be that. Now I'm in trouble. Oh, but yeah, no, I think it's hilarious. So
another picture that's been going around the cruise groups. Have you seen this picture?
Oh, I think I know exactly which picture you're talking about.
Someone on, I don't know which ship, but it's going around. It's
a Carnival ship, though.
It's a Carnival ship. It's been on Miami Carnival or Carnival Miami blog or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's been on John's page. It's been on all these pages. Someone in an interior room decided to liberate one of the loungers from the Lido deck.
Yeah,
and take it to their room.
So, the picture was the full deck chair.
Yeah, but it was in the hallway.
Yeah, it was in the hallway.
So I don't know if the room steward took it out and then they just took a picture of it or what. But
wait, hang on. Sorry, that was loud.
But yeah, I mean, don't do that.
Yeah. So
people have hard enough time finding a lounger on the Lido deck, and then you take it to your room, and then you don't even have a way of enjoying it. You don't have a balcony or an interior room.
Yeah. It seems like it's almost weekly now that we're getting like all of these like weird pictures of things people are doing on Carnival ships.
Yeah, like someone putting a bed on their balcony.
Bed on the balcony. They are taking the chairs to the room now.
Yeah.
This is getting out of hand. And what are you going to do with a lounge chair in your room? There is not enough room in your room as it is.
Especially in an interior room.
Yeah.
Now I can see if you have a balcony, you can throw it up there in there with your other two chairs and have a third space. But really, an interior room?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I think it would still be pretty tight on a balcony. Yeah, but probably. With those other chairs and the table in there.
Yeah.
But who knows? I bet you that room steward was like, what in the hell?
He's probably like, how much did these guys have to drink last night?
Yeah. So, anybody that's coming on the Family Reunion Group cruise, let me know what color loofah you want me to get you, and also, do you like the full deck chair or would you like me to locate just a chair or something random I can stick in your room? I would love to take a photo of your loofah chair and get that on these cruise groups because it will go viral.
It will. It will.
We had a pretty good idea for a main topic for today's show, and
Kind of a revisit.
Yeah, this is more of a revisit, something that I feel like needs to be revisited. We did this early on in the show, and I feel like we're like those animals, that pond scum animals that don't have any legs. Now we've grown
Pond
legs
scum?
and we're evolving and we're slithering from the
Are you talking
the
about
water.
an amphibian?
And
Like
we're growing legs,
a
and we're now
tadpole changing
we're
from
slithering
a fish to
from the depths of the primordial ocean, and now we have evolved into cruising legends. And so
that you went. Whoa!
I don't know, man.
You need to learn to shorten your analogies.
Nah, that was pretty short. Anyways, so we
People have gray hair now because of how long it took you to get to where you're trying to go.
Nobody, especially on this show, has gray hair. So
Both of us have gray hair.
What are you talking about? I don't have any gray hair.
Sure.
So,
when I first met you, your beard did not look like that.
what are you talking about? My beard, just you're talking about those extra blonde hairs?
That's white.
That's they're extra blonde. I'm waiting for the darker hairs to grow in. I don't know what's taking them so long. It's weird. This is the first time I've ever had to deal with this.
Right.
So we're gonna revisit a packing list. So hopefully you guys are excited about that. I don't know. Oh, you are excited. Oh.
Yeah.
So that's good because we're doing it. So
you know, this was originally supposed to be, like a Reese asks us what he should bring, But,
yes, yeah, that's what we.
Reese decided to hurt himself. That's why he's not here.
Yeah, he should we tell him? We should tell him.
Yeah, he's missing a leg.
Oh.
I mean,
oh no!
He dropped a keg fell on his leg, and they had to cut it off.
I thought he hurt his back carrying the show.
Well, I was trying to make it sound cooler, but okay.
Yeah, well, there's sounding cool, and then there's the truth. No, poor guy. We were going to have this as a kind of a Q&A with him, but we did feel like stepping into this as a update to our original list, I think was a great idea.
The reason why we're doing this also is because we got to get Reese, into the mindset of we've got 57 days when this comes out. It'll be like 57. No, actually, it'll be less than that. It'll be like 55, 54, something like that. Days before we go, and he's gonna have questions, and we want to answer them for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's, we're going to kind of go over the list, and I feel like it, I guess it goes without saying. I mean, pack your clothes.
And make sure you have enough of everything, because I have actually gone on a cruise and forgot socks.
Yeah. That's completely normal. I've I've gone on a cruise and forgotten my charger to my laptop.
Yeah, I
So
remember
it's
that.
it
Yeah.
stayed in the car. So I was like, well, I guess I'm not using that. Um, so I I'm going to kind of focus. I don't know what your focus is going to be on this list, but my focus is going to be kind of on the unusual items and if we should take them or not, basically.
Mine's going to be, you know, the what you know. It's gonna edit what I originally said in whichever episode it was,
Mm-hmm.
adding things, removing things, but mainly it's gonna be, you know, what's gonna be more convenient,
Yeah. Our viewpoints have changed over time, and so this may not be exactly like our original list.
especially
Um,
with the new ships coming out. I mean, yeah,
one one thing I do remember on the original list was I was talking about my motion sickness bands, right?
yeah.
Um, and so I bought those. I got them. We have an FSA card, and I bought it off the FSA website. And I was like, we'll see if they work. I do not cruise without them now. I've gone on like 3 cruises since, and it's amazing. I'm not even close to seasickness yet with them on, and I don't know if it's just in my head or what.
I don't know. You said you had some pretty rough waters, and I remember like a few
Yeah,
times we've been in rough waters, and you were green.
yeah,
It's like your wedding cruise. I mean,
yeah.
your wedding cruise. I don't know if I saw you like 3 times that entire cruise because you were so sick.
Mm-hmm. And these have been amazing. I won't cruise without them. The that last or that last one, I mean, we were just a few hundred miles from a hurricane, and the waters were awful. And so, my buddy he was about as green as you could get, and went down and actually bought him motion sickness medicine because I was like, man, you need it.
I
So,
heard that you can, like on days like that, you can actually go to guest services and they will give you some
yep,
Bonine
for
or
$1.
Dramamine for one
Mm-hmm.
dollar. Oh, I thought
Yep,
it was. I thought it
it's
was
not free.
free. Okay, but it's okay.
No,
So it's not free.
no,
Awesome.
no. They
But
give
it's
you a
not.
pack. It's got 2 pills in it.
But it's not. $15. For
Exactly.
so.
So I was like, dude, I'm gonna do you a solid because there was a huge line of guest services, and I went up to the platinum line because I'm and
Platinum.
I
So I can go up to the platinum line. There's not usually a line in the platinum line
now
because
there's nobody there.
there's
It was
usually
great.
only like a couple hundred little platinum people, and there's a couple thousand of those who are peons who don't.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm glad you said it for me. So no, so I went up there, got him some, and got him set up. So that was wonderful. It was only like $1, and so like I said, it was a good deal, and I think it helped him a little bit. I don't think it was perfect, but yeah, that's the other thing you might want to pack is medication. Mm-hmm.
Bonine, seasickness medication, and of course your any drugs that you have to take. Of course.
Yes. Yeah.
Anything that will keep you alive.
Mm-hmm.
Drug wise, you should, well, legal drug wise.
I was about to say, except for the wacky tobacco or any other drugs.
I mean, you may have a prescription, a medical card for it, but you cannot bring that on the ship.
Yeah, unfortunately, not a federal allowed
until they make
thing.
it federally legal. Then you can't bring it on.
The other thing, what is your opinion on waterproof phone pouches or a phone case that's waterproof?
Depends really, because
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have used the pouch before back
Yeah.
when I first got my first smartphone, and I never used it. But if you're like going snorkeling or something, and you don't have an action cam, then then yeah, that's use that if you want to take some underwater picture. Even though most phones advertise they're water resistant up to like 6 meters, for like 30 minutes. You still got to dry out that port. So.
Yeah, and you want to be careful because of salt water. You want to make sure it's resistant to salt water as well.
Yeah.
But I bought a case for my phone. I did that I think it was last year. I don't remember which cruise it was. But I was too afraid to use it. I really was. I had it. I bought it at Walmart for it was on clearance. And I think maybe it was that stuck in my head. Man, this was a clearance item. Is it really going to protect my phone? I don't know.
Well, they just discontinued it.
I know. I was a little afraid. And it was it had things all over it, like warranties and all this. Like if it failed, they're going to buy your phone or whatever.
Well, if it's guaranteed, to do it.
I was too scared. Man, I didn't want to spend the rest of my trip without my phone. So how would I know when I could get, main dining fried chicken? I mean, not fried chicken. Oh no! No, I didn't say that. Oh no! Oh no!
Or how will you find out if you can get that sprinkle covered cheesecake that everyone's?
Oh, you know how when they serve that, right?
It's the first day of the cruise.
First day of the cruise. All you have to go is go to the trash can, and that's where you find it. Because it belongs in the trash, probably. Because it's got sprinkles on it.
You can have it just about any day. You just have to go to the steakhouse. You have to go and bring your own sprinkles. Go to go to the steakhouse, get a piece of cheesecake, and just put the sprinkles on it. That's all it is.
Okay, and just for the listeners at home that don't know what we're talking about, there is a cheesecake on the first day of your cruise. You can go down. It's not really in the trash can. It's just where it belongs.
It's on the buffet.
It's at the buffet.
It's the funfetti cheesecake.
Funfetti cheesecake. And so I've never had it, so I keep making fun of it. Mr. Kennedy has stuck his foot in his mouth a few times Josh from Half Luggage Will Travel.
Josh is gonna kill me. He's gonna beat me up. He's threat. He could squash me with his thumb. I mean, dude's 7 foot tall and I'm 5'4".
Yeah. So in solidarity, man, I am going to also
You're
join
gonna
you.
Film it.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up and go ding ding, fight.
And he's a wrestling fan too.
Yeah, he is. It's gonna be great. So, anyways, but in solidarity, I'm gonna make fun of it with you. So
awesome.
We were way off topic.
I know.
Oh, we're never going to get through this. Another thing I recommend on ships that have a laundry is buying some Tide Pods and getting the detergent sheets and stuff and bringing that with you because it's a lot cheaper to do it that way than it is to buy it on the ship. Basically.
Now, if you're flying, you will have to wait till you get to your home port because I don't think they allow that in your suitcase.
They probably not. So
I don't know. Yeah. I've been detained by TSA before, and I don't want to do it again. So I'm never going to try that.
Yeah, and don't eat them. So
no, don't eat them. Yeah.
So yeah. So something to think about. It's something that, which is probably why my mom didn't do it last time because they flew in. But that's what she typically does is brings Tide Pods and stuff like that. I don't do it because I get laundry for free already.
I get one bag of laundry for free.
Part of my benefits,
Look at me.
I don't know why you're acting that way. Anyways. Oh, what is your item?
I'm gonna my first item is gonna be an external battery
Ooh, that's
for
a good
your
idea.
for your phone or some other electronic device. Because if you're like me, I mean, I have an action cam, but that's gonna be for vlogs and stuff.
Yeah.
My phone is gonna be for like pictures and stuff like that, and you know I don't know about y'all, but 8 hours in port, I'm gonna need a charge at some point. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm gonna grab one of those external chargers, which I got. I got like four, and they don't they don't hold they won't charge my phone all the way. So I got to like buy a bigger one or something. But anyway,
Yeah.
so you know. It's handy, you can keep it in your backpack, you can keep it in whatever, and while you're charging, you can still take pictures and all that. So, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I got you. Something that I would recommend is a portable white noise machine, or download some stuff to your phone, some sleep sounds.
I have a white noise app on my phone.
Yes. We use Alexa, but I highly recommend it, and especially if you're not entirely sure where your room is, like what's around it in those spaces that's like mystery spaces. So like one time Megan and I were next to the laundry,
Been there,
and
done that, yeah.
yeah, and the whole time you heard
Or
and it was like,
or on
whoa.
or on debarkation, the eve, that's where they store all the luggage carts. So you hear wham, swam.
Yes. Yeah, and it never ceased to amaze me that like I needed, like something. And so and I sleep with like thunderstorm sounds and stuff like
Yeah,
that all the time.
I do
And
camping
so
sounds.
yeah. And so that's just a comfort thing for me. Now,
Now,
if I'm on a balcony, ooh, I'm
ooh,
more likely not. I'm enjoying the sounds of my room as is. So
if I'm on a balcony, 9 times out of 10, I will fall. I like to go out there and kind of unwind after
hmm
the night, and 9 times out of 10, I'll wake up like 2 hours later.
yeah.
I'd be sitting out there in the water, the sounds of the waves and stuff just.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
I wake up 2 hours later, and I'm like, "Where am I?"
Oh, well, yeah. No, that's one thing that I need. Another thing that I'm now changing my mind a little bit on, and we had this conversation not too long ago, and you brought some good points, so I'll let you do that this time. So the over the door shoe organizer.
Hmm.
I used to be pro organize. Now I'm kind of like not so much anymore. But I don't know. You made a good point about that. So,
I don't use them anymore.
hmm
Now, if you're a first time or a second time even cruiser, you may not realize how to utilize all those spaces, and you may be an overpacker, so you need something else to help you
yeah,
organize. Um, so if you're a new cruiser or a first time cruiser, yeah, bring that. That's a handy tool. But as you cruise more, you learn to optimize your packing space.
yeah, you really do. And to me, it's more of like a space waste for me now. And so I get like if you got kids or if you're new and you just brought too much stuff. I feel like if you brought it, you definitely brought too much stuff. So, but it's kind of gotten to the point where a lot of people recommend it, and now I'm kind of like, I just don't anymore. There's enough space for all your stuff. If you have like a gaggle of kids, like you can still stick all your stuff in the bathroom. It'll be madness, but still, you don't have to be as organized as can be.
And if you have a deluxe ocean view like this on the Dream Class, and you got 2 bathrooms, so you can have 2 places to put crap.
Yeah. So, another thing that I would recommend, a case by case, I guess, is reusable, maybe the silicone straws.
I would like the metal straws better.
Yeah. I'm thinking about the like you'd have the ability to clean the silicone ones is a little bit easier sometimes because they're bigger typically. The ones I get anyways. But a lot of people don't like the edible straws. Now, I'm going to say I've never had a problem with them. So
it might be the flavor, but it messes with the like. Okay, so if I'm getting a painkiller from I don't want to taste the lime from the lime straw. I want to taste the pineapple.
Yeah.
So
I will say I've never tasted anything in the drink or through the straw other than the alcohol itself. Now, if I eat the straw, then I taste it. But I've never had the chocolate straw and then I'm drinking my drink and then I'm like, oh, there's so much chocolate.
The damn thing melts in the drink.
It does. It's an ooey gooey mess at the end. But I'm not like a slow drinker either. So maybe that's part of it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can only imagine you sticking one of the things in Long Island or, one of the other teas that you try.
Yeah, which I don't know. I'm kind of second guessing this promise I made for the family reunion group cruise, where we're going to do this bar crawl, and I'm going to recite.
Well, you don't have the Cheers package.
I know. It's going to cost me a lot.
Yeah.
But we talked about I was going to recite my Long Island iced tea story.
Well, you can recite it. You just can't.
Mm-hmm. It's going to get better as we go, though. The story.
But,
so, anyways.
My next one is actually going to be a removal from the... depending on the class of ship you're going, it's going to be a removal from the list. That's the power strip, power keeper, whatever you use. Because if you're going on a Vista class and up, they have multiple plugs and they have USB ports now, so you don't really need it anymore. The XL class, they have 3 plugs in at the thing, plus the European plug. I can't remember if it's 220 volt or 110. I can't remember what.
I can't remember
the weird one.
Yes.
The weird one. Plus, the 3 American volts. Plus, they've got 5 USBs, and that's including 2 above, 1 above each bed.
Yeah.
So you don't really need it anymore.
You really don't, depending on the class of ship, like you said. Some of the older ships, you're still going to probably need something. But, like, typically when you're bringing these, you're bringing it to charge up your phones, your devices, or just whatever. And a lot of those are USB now. And so if that's all you're needing, just get a multi-USB port. And you can buy one on Amazon that's got, like, 6 on there, and just plug in all your cords to that. It takes up 1 space. So now I can understand, like, my buddy had a CPAP machine,
Yeah.
And he needed like special stuff, like
Well,
a extension cord and all that.
I'm probably going to end up having a CPAP by then. So.
Yeah. So count on distilled water and
I'll bring it. I have to bring an extension cord.
you'll have to bring it and bringing it an extension cord because you're going to need it.
Yeah.
So we learned that the hard way when he didn't bring one, and we had to ask the room steward, and he graciously brought that and a fan. So, which brings me to my next thing, a fan.
Which you can buy with a USB plug.
Yeah, you can. And so there are different types of fans. If you plan on using a metal hook, or one of those hooks with a magnet, making a ceiling fan, as awesome as that is, it's frowned upon.
Frowned upon. They will take it down.
John said they'll take it. I love the idea for a ceiling fan, but I can't advocate it on this show. Bringing a regular fan is a good idea. I have learned that, you know, they've come out and said the room steward will not give you a fan anymore. That used to be a thing you could ask for, and they would provide you with a fan if they had one available. And they said they were going to stop that. Now, I will say, ever since they announced that, I've asked every single time for a fan, and I've received a fan. Not to rat out my room stewards.
You need to, you know, keep that under your hat, you know. Because
that might just be the platinum in me, but they just bring that out right. No problem.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's really funny, man. So. I mean, check the weather.
And so that brings me to my next one, and that is bring cash for ports, because you know it's easier to use cash than it is to use card at those ports, and sometimes like I just don't feel comfortable handing over my debit or credit card in a different country.
Yes. So, as a word of warning to anyone using their credit cards or debit cards out in port, yeah, you're running a risk sometimes. So use it at, like, you know, reputable places, as reputable as you can get, because
like
my parents got
duty free area. You know, that's.
It's like some of them, yeah. Some of them. I mean,
one of my friends used their debit card in an ATM, and it cost them like $50.
Yeah. So my parents got home from a cruise. This was a couple years ago, and I ran into them at the bank, and I went in to deposit some money, and they were like, yeah, someone stole our info, and we just got back from a cruise. They stole every penny in their account. Luckily, their bank was, you know, they're old. They were like, oh, yeah, we'll give y'all the senior thing. I don't know what to say. They were insured. They were filling out the paperwork. So, but yeah, if you plan on doing it, notify your bank. Why don't you do that? And let them know that you're going to be out of country and to expect charges that are going to happen out of country. Because, yeah, it's not normal to go, you know, your card being hit up every day in a different country. Yeah. So that might throw some red flags.
Yeah. Well, for your bank. This guy's in Costa Maya, and now he's Belize, what?
Yeah, no, Jamaica? Oh, hold up.
Oh, man.
we know this guy, he can't afford this kind of a trip.
Yeah, he doesn't have any money in his account half the time.
Yeah, we know. He overdrafted 2 days ago. Anyways, so You have anything else?
Uh, uh, oh yeah, just bring something for for your like downtimes, because there are some downtimes, especially after dinner. Like if you have
Yeah.
early dinner and you don't want to go to the show or something, or they're not showing a movie that on deck that you want to watch, bring something for your downtime, like maybe a deck of cards or a book to read,
Mm-hmm.
or download a movie to your phone or something.
Yeah.
That way,
Yeah.
you're not bored
Mm-hmm.
and you're not spending money in the casino.
Yeah. And there are board games sometimes in the library if your ship has a library.
And they will, if you go to, I think, guest services and ask for a deck of cards, they will give you a deck of cards.
Yeah, it depends. That's a case by case thing. I've heard reports go both ways on that. So
Really?
there are cases. I think when they have them, that's what it comes down to. Is when they have them, they'll give them out. I've also heard people getting charged for them. I don't know if that's true or not. I've always heard they were free, but here recently I have read a couple of reports that they got charged a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I I'm not a big card player, so I know a couple of things like 52 card pickup and a few other things, but but I know they got the board games up there. I've seen several times people playing Monopoly on a cruise. I'm just like,
that's a good way to end a friendship.
I'm like you guys are just don't like each other already, dude. Good lord.
We tried to play spoons one time. They had an actual spoon set. I'm like, really? We just use regular spoons and a deck of cards usually, but
yeah.
But it was like big spoons. I'm like, that's not even right. You need a regular spoon. That way you can hide the fact that you took a spoon.
Yeah. Well, anywho. This was more of a list of, unique items that you can bring. So yeah, definitely bring some entertainment. I really don't have any more things, Of course, bring your clothes, bring your sunscreen, bring your snorkeling stuff, all that stuff. Bring your toiletry items. Do those things. But these were the things that's like, the oddities that end up on a lot of people's lists. Are they worth it? Are they not? We wanted to talk about it.
Yep. So that brings us to a John complaint.
Ooh.
Wait, what did they say to John Hield? Don't make me come over there and fight you. I'll fight you.
So today I was sitting just scrolling through Facebook, and of course, anytime John posts, maybe a few hours late, but it comes up. And this one that I read today is just absolutely heartbreaking. Someone was complaining about the door decorations, that people put on their doors, to have fun. And they're like, it makes Carnival look tacky. I'm like, no. If you're drunk, that door decoration helps you find your room.
Exactly.
I mean, even if you don't decorate your door and that next door neighbor decorated their door, you're like, I know that door. That is my door's right there.
or if you're old, really, really, really old from a retirement home, you're like, that's my loofah over there. I recognize this. I recognize this loofah. I recognize this loofah wherever I go. I stick it on my car, and then the ladies they keep bugging me. I don't know why. But
what color is it?
It's green.
Oh, you're
Oh,
kinky, huh?
yeah. No, well, what do you mean? I just need to know where my door is.
Well, you know, your wife and another woman, you're kinky, huh?
Oh no, no, it's just my green loofah. It's because I can really see the color green really well. Nothing else.
Okay.
Because I'm old. I don't know. And that what like old is getting like I don't know. Anyways.
I, I've never heard of people going colorblind because they're
I don't
old.
know. I don't know, man. I'll never get there. So, the yeah, I don't know. Like that's interesting that somebody would take offense that people decorate their doors. I've actually enjoyed seeing quite a few doors like well decorated.
Yeah,
So a lot of people take a lot of
there,
put in a lot of effort.
there is a lot of effort in some of those, especially like uh, on my last cruise. Like there was my entire hall except for my door was decorated. I was like, wow, this is awesome. I'm lame.
You should have put out like a dry erase board that said like with like arrows and said what they said.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So yeah, I'm pro. I don't ever do it myself, but I am pro. Decorate door.
The most
So
I've ever done to decorate a door is a post-it note, because I did bring post-it notes
yeah,
for people that I was rooming with to let them know where I was. And then I got drunk one night and I realized a post-it note telling me, "Hey Thomas, you're supposed to be here."
anyways, so I feel like this is the end of the show. So I just want everybody to know that you can go onto our Facebook page over at facebook.com/Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. We've got the Facebook page and we've got a group. I prefer you join them both. But yeah, definitely hop on over, say hi to us, let us know what's going on, show us your cruise photos, have a great time, join the cult. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff there, lots of tips, tricks, all kinds of stuff that we like to post on there. We also have a webpage, cruisin.blog, CRUSIN.blog. And yeah, check that out as well. We've been kind of piecing it together. I've been hard at work at that. But I would like everybody to know that you are unique, you are special, and you are loved.
And remember, anything that happens on the ship stays on YouTube. Bye.
Save the foosball tables.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Oh, it's funny.